Hello friends, I am Jayesh Gandhi and I welcome you all to the lesson 2 of 8085 microprocessor. Today we are going to talk about the register set. So let us start our discussion with first of all knowing all the registers of 8085. You can see that the 8085 registers consist of the accumulator, the flag register, B, C, D, E, H and L registers, the stack pointer SP and the program counter PC. So these are all the registers which deal with all the operations of 8085. So let us see them one by one in more details. The accumulator or the A register of 8085 is a very important register because it holds the operand of any arithmetic and logic operation. So if you perform arithmetic and logic operation in 8085, then one of the operands will always be in register A or the accumulator. So if you add, then the first operand will be in register A. If you subtract, then the first operand will be in register A. If you carry out AND operation or operation, then also the accumulator will hold the first operand. And the second operand can be in any of the registers B, C, D, E, H, L. So here I have shown it as a temporary register. So the value from that B, C, D, E, H, L may come over here and then the operation is performed. Whenever the operation of arithmetic logic unit is completed, then the result will be generated. That also we have to put somewhere in the register. And the beauty of the architecture of 8085 is that the value is put in register A itself. So the result of the ALU operation is put back in register A. The third important aspect is that when you perform the addition operation or any other operation, then the A plus temp that will be put back in register A. So that is the importance of the accumulator in 8085, and that leads us to understanding of one of the instructions of 8085. You write down add B. You don't need to write down with whom you have to add. Why? Because register A is implied operand 1. So operand 1 of the arithmetic operation is register A. The register B holds the second operand and the result generated is put back in register A. Since the register A accumulates all the results one by one, whatever you perform, it goes in back in register A. So the name accumulator is given to register A. Then we have the general purpose registers B, C, D, E and H, L. They are all arranged in a particular form and all of them are 8-bit registers. The accumulator is also an 8-bit register. So all these registers are 8-bit registers. They are capable of holding 8 bits and they are general purpose registers. So they will hold the operand of various operations you want to perform, and you can temporarily use them to hold the results also. Now there is one more facility available with these registers, and that is called the extended pairs operation. That means if you want to do a 16-bit type of operation or you want to handle a 16-bit number, then you can use these registers as extended pairs. So B and C will combine and give you an effect of one single register, which is a 16-bit register. So it is extended pair BC. Similarly, you can have extended pair DE and extended pair HL. So extended pairs are also important, and you can use it to handle 16-bit numbers. Thereafter we come down to the stack pointer. It always points at the top of the stack. You can imagine that this is a stack of data or bytes, you can call them. the top of the stack is always pointed by the stack pointer. Stack operations are also important operations of 8085. So in more detail we will be talking about the stack pointer when we talk about the subroutine programming and the push and pop instructions. But when it points to the top of the stack, then whatever you put last has to be removed first. So it is called the last in first out operation. So it is called the LIFO operation. So next we talk about the program counter register. As the name suggests, it is a counter, so it will automatically update itself. It is a 16-bit register, and the main important function of this register is to point to the next instruction being executed. So if, for example, in 8085 we have some program memory where some program is written, then the program counter register will point to the next instruction to be executed. So at present it is executing the third instruction, then it points to the fourth instruction. So as soon as number 3 is over, fourth is executed. As soon as number 4 is over, 5 is executed, and that is how it goes from one instruction to the other instruction. So if we summarize, then it has always a question, what next? So the programmer has to tell in the program what next is to be done. It is just like the genie of Aladdin, who always asks the master, what next? So that is how the program counter register works. So that brings us to the end of the discussion of the register set of 8085. We have not talked about the flag register in this discussion because it requires a little more insight in the arithmetic and logic operations. So we will talk about this register in detail when we talk about various arithmetic logic operations in the future tutorials. If you like the tutorial, please give a like button and subscribe our channel to get the up-to-date information about the future tutorials being published. Thank you very much.